the 17th of August 2018, Gloucestershire's hopes of finishing first or second in the South Group of the Vitality T20 Blast, and thereby earning a home quarter-final, now depend on their final group game against Hampshire at Southampton after they were beaten by Sussex at the Brightsde Ground on Thursday. Batting first after winning the toss, Gloucestershire made 159-9, Michael Klinger top scoring with 59. Aside from the Australian's half-century, his third of the tournament, only Miles Hammond 29 and Kieran Noma Barnett 25 reached double figures. In reply, an aggressive 60 from Philip Salt, made in 30 balls, put Sussex ahead of the clock until debutant Jacob Linden took 2 wickets with successive deliveries. Benny Howell repeated the feat in the 16th over, but Sussex were close enough to their target to wrap up a 4-wicket victory, with 1 over to spare. The result leaves Gloucestershire in third place in South Group behind Kent on net run rate after their win over Somerset. Watch Jacob Linden reflecting on his Gloucestershire debut here. Spinner Jacob Linden reflects on his 2 wickets on his debut for at Gloucester Cricket in the Vitality Blast against at Sussex CCC. pic.twitter.com/pit5f Gloucestershire CCC at Gloucester Cricket. The 16th of August 2018, Gloucestershire made one change from the team which defeated Surrey, with 25-year-old Jacob Linden making his debut in place of the unavailable Tom Smith, and skipper Michael Klinger decided to bat first after winning the toss. The closest finishes at the Brightsde Ground this season have been with scores above 170 by the side batting first, but on this occasion Gloucestershire couldn't get there against a strong Sussex attack. The power play was promising enough, Miles Hammond powerfully driving Archer both square and straight in the third over. A top edge took his boundary tally to 5, and after cutting Rashid Khan to point, the Afghan leg spinner broke the opening stand in unusual fashion as Hammond was stumped off a leg side wide for 29. The telling statistic after Hammond was out surrounded the number of boundaries in the remaining overs, with just 9 registered along with a 6 apiece to Klinger and Noma Barnett. A stand of 56 in 6.2 overs was achieved with careful shot placement more than brute force, and credit for that has to go to the Sussex attack, whose most expensive over cost only 14 runs. Cockbain and Howell had departed cheaply before Noma Barnett and Klinger tried to set a platform for a late onslaught, although having picked an extra bowler, Sussex captain Danny Briggs kept juggling his options and splitting Rashid Khan's spell kept checking Gloucestershire's progress. He finished with 3-24, bowling Noma Barnett in his last over just after he had been pulled for 4 to mid-wicket. Klinger reached his 50 off Mills in the 18th over from 45 balls, a typically resilient effort that gave Gloucestershire a workmanlike total to defend, although he too was part of a clatter of late wickets, 5 of them falling for 17 runs in the final 2 overs. Defending the smallest score by a team batting first at the Brightsde Ground this season, Gloucestershire needed a good start, either with early wickets or tight bowling, and preferably both. They ran into was Philip Salt playing the Miles Hammond role at the top of the Sussex order, and a flurry of boundaries followed. We'll never know what might have happened had Andrew Tye held a steepling catch in the first over off David Payne at long on. He never got into a steady position to take it, and it went to ground. Salt had already struck 2 fours, and 2 later overs in the power play each cost 14 runs as Sussex chased not only the points but an improved net run rate. Salt reached his half-century from only 27 balls in the 9th over, edging past keeper Roderick and whipping Howell over square leg for 6 before Hammond safely pouched a catch at deep mid-wicket. Harry Finch's share in the first wicket of 85 was a modest 24, and he hung around while Jacob Linden's wrist spin raised Gloucestershire's hopes. This was the 25-year-old's second T20 match at county level. He played 1 game for Hampshire last year, and thrown the ball with Sussex more than halfway to their target. He had Laurie Evans caught by Klinger at extra cover before bowling Delray Rollins both in his first over. David Weiss avoided the hat-trick, and then bided his time to punch Linden down the ground for 4 and into the pavilion side screen for 6. His partnership of 49 with Finch looked like taking Sussex to victory with some comfort until Howell, in his last over, also claimed 2 wickets in 2 balls. A well-judged catch at long on by Jack Taylor accounted for Weis' 38, and with the batsman having crossed, Finch was caught behind for 33. From 36 balls and with only 3 fours, it was left to Jordan and Burgess to seal victory once Archer was caught by keeper Roderick Off-Payne, and both teams know Friday's final games still have a lot riding on them, with the makeup of the quarter-finals still far from clear.